Okay, cool.
Woo!
We're live.
I just realized I never subscribed to you because I'm an idiot.
Oh, that's okay.
I just subscribed to you now. I'm waiting for our thing to go live.
Cool.
Yay, we're live.
Okay, yeah, we're live. Hi, everyone.
Let's see. Oh, let me. Shit, I just closed out of it. Hold on, wait. I want to share in the Discord. The Discords that I'm part of. Because
cool.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, where's my Discord? Mine is Nikki Swanson on Discord.
Okay, I'm just posting it in the AuthorTube Discord groups I'm part of.
Oh yay! We got 2 people, 2 viewers.
Woo! Sprint. No, that's not the video I want. AuthorTube and videos.
Hi, Alicia.
Live streaming. I forgot. I'm in 3 different Discords. So I posted in all 3.
Cool.
Hi, Alicia. Okay, let me tweet this.
We're figuring things out here.
Oh, I just got I just got an ad from Lucifer.
So do you have the same abilities as that I do, me being the host?
You're the host, so you can put comments up on the screen. I can see them. And I can comment in the normal chat. Like I'd have to go to a separate window to comment. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Tweeted it.
Cool.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really use my Facebook page, so this will probably do nothing, but it doesn't hurt.
I did put it in 3? I think 3 different groups that I'm a part of. Like the writing group that everybody keeps talking about.
Which one? Sprint Squad?
The writing table, I think.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
I have.
Okay, I just posted 6 different places. We'll see if that gets some people.
Cool.
I can't guarantee anything.
The writer's table. Write 10K in a day challenge group. I tried writing in the NaNoWriMo, but they didn't accept my comment. They're like, nope, we can't do that. And then still on Facebook, I said a writer support group is what the group is called. That one, and then Writing 2.0 is another group that I'm a part of that I commented on. Marketing queen. I try. Because that's what everybody says. Everyone's like, you have to, for people to come, you have to try to tell as many people as you can. Go in live streams. Doesn't matter if you know the people. Just go in somebody's live stream and be like, hey, I'm Nikki. I'm doing my live stream. And I'm like, okay.
I tagged over 100 people in the Sprint Discord. So we'll see if the Sprint Squad Discord. So we'll see if anyone
cool
comes. Ooh, I should. Yeah, it's the weekend. So I know one author friend who's always up really late. Maybe she'll be up.
I did. I decided to do live streams late because I just didn't. Usually my parents go to bed almost like this time. My mom usually goes to bed around 11, 10:30, 11 o'clock. My dad's sometimes 11:30. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of shy to do this, so I'm going to pick a time where I know they're probably already gone to bed. But my dad's up.
Your dad's up right now?
Yeah, he's watching TV. He's got his headphones on in the living room when he's watching TV.
Is he watching Lucifer by any chance?
No.
Okay, I messaged the person who I know is up all the time. Or up really late. She's like a night owl. I'm like, I don't know what I am. People are like, oh, I'm a morning, early bird or a night owl? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just tired all the time. Or I'm awake all the
person.
No.
Yeah.
I always am sleepy in the afternoon. That's all I know. But like, I'm not technically better one day over another. One time of day. Oh, you know what I mean. I'm this incoherent in the morning as I am at night. That's what I'm trying to say. See, 10 p.m. is early for me.
It's 10 p.m. here, but my whole family is up. Oh.
Yeah. I live in Manhattan, so like.
Oh my God, I miss New York. I'm originally from Long Island.
Ooh, where are you now, though?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, because of the pandemic?
No, I've lived here for 15 years, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've lived here since 2005. Yeah, it got too expensive on Long Island. You know, jobs there just sucked, and you know, job opportunities probably better down here. And my grandma and grandpa are here, my aunt's here, and so moved here.
I had painted my nails gold last Friday because I was watching Hamilton with some people, but I'm realizing that the gold is also appropriate for Lucifer because of the logo. So I was like, I should have repainted.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
I should have repainted my nails earlier today to make them really, really.
Yeah, my nails. Look at how long my nails are.
Oh yeah, I just recently had to cut mine because I've been eating healthier since the pandemic, so my nails have gotten stronger. So like, I don't want to like tempt fate, so like cut them a little bit shorter, and then I'll redo the nail polish. But I forgot to do the re-nail polish part.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, my dad is mostly the one that cooks in the house, so he's trying to make like more veggies, put more veggies in our diet and stuff.
Yeah.
So Alicia said, yes, Hamilton. I haven't watched it. A couple of weeks ago, my aunt was down here.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, oh, we gotta watch Hamilton. Her and my aunt were like, yep, we're gonna watch Hamilton tonight. Well, they tried to watch Hamilton, I guess, on the night that it came on, what was it?
Disney Plus.
Netflix. Oh, Disney Plus. I thought it was Netflix.
Yeah.
Disney Plus. And it wouldn't play. It wouldn't play because I guess it was the night of it premiering.
I watched it the night it premiered. It was fine. You have to try again.
I have no idea. It was weird that night. It wouldn't load for us. They're like, oh, I guess it's because so many people are streaming it now and watching it now that it's backed up or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know, because I know a lot of people were watching it because the cast was live tweeting it.
Yeah.
And I watched it on. Yeah.
I heard good things about it. I heard that it was pretty cool.
I saw it in person, and seeing it in recording is different, but still very cool.
Wow. She said she saw it in person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Musical theater is like the thing my mom and I splurge on. Like, that's really the thing for us. Yeah. So it's like, we don't see, like, we see movies, but like mostly like only giant movies that like everyone is going to already see. So like basically Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And most other times we're like,
hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Good night. Good night. Love you.
Love you too. See you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. My dad. Our dad, I should be saying. Sorry. Sorry, Bug. I call Lindsay Bug. Or you're going to join us in the chat? You're going to come in?
Yeah.
And be in the chat with us?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And you can do the letters that you write to your mom when we do the sprints.
Yeah.
You can write that stuff and do that.
Okay.
And then I can show you how I like do my word, figure out the word for that sprint. I can show you that. So speaking of sprint, even though I think we only have Alicia here, do we want to do a sprint? Do we want to start sprinting?
Sure. How long?
The word for that. I don't know. Oh my god! I realized I have my old banners, my old sprint banners, like that one and that one. I gotta get rid of these. Whoops.
That's okay.
Okay.
Have other people been co-hosting with you?
No, you're the first one.
Ooh, yay!
I asked, who was it? Brooke. I commented on some video. Oh no. You know those little like notification things that people are allowed to like post on YouTube? Like, oh hey guys, I'm doing a live stream where hey, this Friday new video. Those little things. You get like a certain amount of subscribers and you're able to have that little thing. Well, I think she had one of those like little notification things. And she had one of those little notification things. And I commented and I was like, it was like, it was her timer. That's what it was. It was a timer thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is so cool. This is so helpful. Like, or whatever it is I said. I'm like, hey, do you want to co-host with me sometime? I said, just go on my channel and I have a couple of live streams scheduled and just comment on
it's 12 o'clock.
whatever one you want to join me on. And and she just hearted it. So. Oh, you're talking about Hamilton?
Yeah.
I saw it in person as well, but it was cool seeing their faces in the professional recording. That's cool. Oh. So, how long do you want to go for? You and Alicia. And Lindsay, now that she's joining us.
I don't know, like a 15 or 20?
Okay, we can do that. We can start with a 15 one first.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, everybody. I'm trying to do what do you know Charles Dorset?
I know the name.
Have you been on her channel?
I don't think so.
Oh. It was funny. I was on her chat live stream earlier. And they were like, okay, hydrate. Don't forget to save. Don't forget those gremlins will take your words from you. Don't forget.
Carol Brown also does that. Says
Yeah. It's funny.
Alicia asked for a 20.
Oh.
So up to you.
Okay, yeah, we can do a 20. Or we can do 15 one first, and then we can do 20.
Your stream.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 15 one, and then we'll do a 21. I figure, because that's fair, because we already said that sounds mean. I did not mean to sound mean. We already decided 15. And I was like,
You didn't sound mean.
and then we'll do a 20, since Alicia wanted us to do 20. So we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Ready, set,
Go.
sprint. And I will mute us.
How'd you do?
Okay. Hey, silly thing. Trying to copy my words. I got 62 words that time.
That's better than me. I didn't write any words. I was just reading like story notes I'd written to myself. I haven't written in a while.
I'm writing fan fiction.
Lucifer fan fiction?
I was gonna say, even though this is Lucifer themed, I'm actually not writing Lucifer themed fan fiction.
What are you writing?
Do you know the book After? Or the movie After?
I know about it. I haven't read it or watched it.
Well, I on the very last book. I'm reading the last book, and I saw the first movie, and go read all the books first.
I don't know. I have so many books I need to read that I told myself I'd read over quarantine, and I haven't read any yet. So I think what I'm going to do first is, aside from writing, is read this book. I've been wanting to read this for forever, and the sequel's already out, and I have a future classmate of mine who's already reading the sequel. So I was like, I gotta read this and the sequel before class starts, which is kind of soon. So I gotta get on it.
Cool. Alicia said finished an email and started researching.
Are you in school already?
Topics. Cool. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you in school then?
I go back to school soon, but like I'm doing remote classes just because people in my family are older, so I don't want to like risk anything.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like I'm going to grad school, so it doesn't like have the same like, oh, I'm going back to school feeling, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. What are you going to grad school for?
I'm going to NYU for publishing. They actually have a master's program for publishing. I was like, oh, if I get in, this would be amazing. So.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I hope you get it. I hope you get in. And
oh, no, I got in. I'm going.
You did get in. You're going.
I got in. I'm going, yeah.
Yeah. Doing remote as well. What does that mean, remote?
Remote means you're not physically going into classes. It means you're doing it through your computer.
Oh, so it's like online classes. You're going, but you're going online classes. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I say. Nice.
If you don't mind me asking, Alicia, what are you studying?
Doesn't that suck that like StreamYard doesn't have a setting to where like guests can click on comments too?
I think it would get really chaotic. Oh, guests like me? Yeah. Yeah. For a second, I was thinking like if all viewers were able to click on comments, that'd get really chaotic. But yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. I also get why maybe not, because like you can have up to 10 people I think you can have up to 6 people for free, maybe. And like up to 10 if you pay for it. And so like even if you had 5 other guests on and everyone was clicking. English and history, senior year of high school or college. Either one. I was an English major, and I love history, but like remembering dates, and it wasn't great for me. And like strict memorization was always a problem for me growing up.
yeah, that's a problem for me.
Like I
Yeah.
I don't believe in the dichotomy between like humanities and STEM, where it's like, oh, you can't be good at science and English. Like the only reason, like I wasn't good at history for the same reason I wasn't good at science, is like just memorizing all these different details.
Oh, college.
Okay.
Cool.
I didn't want to presume because I've assumed that most people on AuthorTube are college or older, and then there was someone who's like, oh, I'm a teenager. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've been going on a lot of like live streams, and a lot of people were like saying these big words. I'm like, okay, I feel really okay. And I'm like asking like my parents, and I'm asking like people that I know, like, how do people know all these big descriptive words? How do you learn that? Like, where do you go? How do you learn them? What do you do? What's going
like what's a word? That's an example.
Oh, gee, I'm blanking now. Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh no, it's okay. Like when people like sometimes when I've been seeing them like tell their story, like a little clip of what they're writing, and like they're like how they describe like the woods or something, and they're using like bigger words than like the lush mountains and the beautiful streams and whatever that, you know, like I'm like they use like way bigger words than just like the lush muddy or whatever you call it, you know, like just like not just muddy, and it's not just like pretty and beautiful and magical, and it's like bigger words for it. I'm like, oh, what does that mean? What is that? And there's so many so sweet people. They're like, don't feel stupid, because I said that in a chat once. I was like, what does this mean? What does that word mean? There was like 3 different words, and I forgot what it was. But there was like 3 different words that people were saying, and I was like, what does this mean? What does that mean? I feel really, really dumb right now. Not that I'm dumb, I just feel clueless. I'm like, okay, what? And everybody, there were so many people in the chat. They're like, don't do that. You're not stupid. Don't feel stupid. I'm like, I didn't mean to call myself stupid. I'm just saying I feel like a lot of other people know more than I do. I was like, oh, it stinks.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
31.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Seen 11-year-olds on. Yeah, BookTube wasn't a thing really when I was 11. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I wasn't on YouTube that much. I was on TV a lot more, but since like, I don't know, being like a teen, I like kind of stopped TV as much, especially once streaming became a thing, like really, really common. So, because even then I wasn't watching like TV shows on TV. I'd like watch them the next day when they were streaming. Except Vampire Diaries, that I would still watch like the night of.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I stopped after the 5th season, and then I watched like some of the episodes from the 8th season, and then one day I was really bored, and I just went back and watched the whole 8th season like straight through.
Yeah. What was it? The 3rd season?
I'd watched some of the 7th season too. I should clarify. It wasn't like I went from 5th to 8th.
Yeah. I think it was the third season. The third season is where like
Originals are introduced.
yeah, and Klaus died at the end, or sort of died at the end. At like the very end, or he sort of.
No, I know the plot. I just I don't want to spoil stuff for people. Like, I don't know if Alicia's seen.
Oh yeah, neither did I. But I was like, something kind of happens to him. My brain that time when I watched that episode, like the season finale of season 3, I was so. My brain had like a brain fart and didn't realize what the truth was with him. That it wasn't exactly, maybe he wasn't gone, and maybe he was, or maybe he wasn't. Like, I was like, and I cried. I was like, no, I just started liking him. I can't just do this, and it can't happen. Thinking that,
Yeah, I mean, that show like was most of the time you're like, okay, even if they are dead, they're not dead, or they come back in a flashback sequence, or they come back because they messed with the other side, or blah 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 blah. So
yeah,
I like never really took death seriously in that show.
Yeah.
Like, I was mostly there for like the Damon Stefan drama.
Yeah.
And like not even necessarily the Elena stuff, but like I felt like after Nina Dobrev left in the 5th season, I just felt like the plot kind of went off the rails.
Oh yeah, it completely like fell apart.
Because it's like, even though like a lot of the times Elena was like annoying, like there was always a point to Stefan and Damon like arguing, even if it was like, oh, drama related to Elena, drama related to Catherine, drama of them just like being brothers who are stuck with each other for all eternity. Like, it made sense. Whereas once Nina Dobrev kind of left, I'd watched a few episodes for the 6th season. I was just like, I love everyone as a character, but like, you guys don't carry the show as an ensemble, if that makes sense. I was like, you needed the focal point of the love triangle.
Yeah, and what the heck did they do with Caroline? Like, that completely like fell apart. It was like
what they did to Caroline's arc, from like what I had read, because I was still reading episode recaps even once I'd stopped watching, because I was always like, oh, is there an episode I want to watch? And it's like, nope, I don't want to watch this train wreck. Caroline was like my favorite character.
Yeah. It was like, to me, it kind of seemed like they were building up Caroline, and it seemed like she was really going to give him a chance and really be together, like possibly like be together, or like be close, very, very close best friends or something like that. And all of a sudden, like the episode, I forgot what episode, where she's like, oh, I know you're in love with me. Yeah. I know, like, and she's dying. And then all of a sudden she just like, oh, I don't care. I don't care about you. What do I care about you for? I'm like,
I mean,
are you kidding me?
I mean, part of me is like, okay, like, I'm not sure I wanted them together, but I think it was really sloppy writing that they were building up to it and then never did it. Like, I feel like that happened.
That's what I'm saying. Plot holes. Now that I'm writing, and I'm writing fan fiction, and I'm trying to write a trilogy, I cannot stand plot holes. And I feel like that was a plot hole, if I'm even right about plot holes. Like, I feel like that's a plot hole. Like, you can't just build something up and make it seem like it's going to happen, and then just break it all apart and make her back to season one Caroline.
I feel like a plot hole, when I think of what, like, if someone says plot hole, I'm like, oh yeah, like that kind of like unravel, like you you have the rest of the story go forward, and it's like, oh, well, did you think of this? And if you had thought of the thing, it like changes, like it makes what happened impossible. So I wouldn't call this a plot line, but I've just called such bad writing.
Yeah. And I mean, that's no insult to anybody, to the writers or anything, but it's just like, what did you do?
It's like, I don't need her to end up with anyone in particular. But if you're going to lead up to something, have it either happen, or if it doesn't happen, have it not happen because of a giant blowout that makes it impossible for it to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're going to fall in love, and then one of them up really, really badly. So then it's like, oh, I can never forgive you, so I can't be with you. Okay, fine. That's a legit reason that, like, oh, I killed your ship dead in the water. But, like, just for it to be like, this is going to happen. Will it happen now? No. Maybe next episode, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, never mind.
Yep. She's like, oh, I know you're in love with me, and I know this, and I know who you really are. And then all of a sudden she's like, you really thought I was going to help you? Really? And she walks off with Tyler. I'm like, what just happened? They were getting close. I was like, oh, no, bad. I don't like this. This is stupid.
I think what pisses me off most about the show, though, is that, like, is that certain stuff in the finale of the whole show, and there's a certain scene in, like, the epilogue where it's very clear that, like, real life drama between certain actors were affecting how they were acting in this show.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I think it's like one of the main three.
Yes.
One of the main three.
I was just like, you're not, like, it's like reality, I get it. You're not, like, really close anymore. But, like, your characters need to be a lot more intimate than you're acting on screen right now. I was like, that's painful.
But I honestly have to give props to Joseph Morgan. Oh my God. I watched Vampire Diaries, Originals, and Legacies.
I haven't watched Legacies. Part of me, like, wants to, and then the other part of me is just like, none of the actors who I really, really love are on it. You know what I mean?
It's kind of falling apart.
And I also feel bad because there's an actor who I like who went on the show, and I'm like, oh, that plot looks interesting. And then, like, it kind of went away very quickly, and then coronavirus happened. So I'm like, I don't know when there's a resolution. I'm not getting started on this show.
Yeah, like, I don't mean to give anything away, but it was like, to me, it was like Hope was sad about what happened to her, what happened to Klaus. And it was like this whole big thing and this whole big issue with her. And she's like, that's it. I have to find my dad. I have to find him. I have to bring him and do something about this situation and help him out of the situation. And then all of a sudden, these monsters and demons and stuff started appearing in the show. I'm like, okay. And it's like she's just over that situation, like out of nowhere.
Its lane,
huh?
Like, even I wish it would have stayed in its lane. Like, even season, I think it's season 7. Was it season 6 with the sirens in Vampire Diaries, or season 7?
I'm not sure what season that is, but I know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah. So, like, once they introduced sirens and hell, I was just like, stay in your lane. You're vampires and werewolves and witches. Just keep it there. Like, you know, like, we have Supernatural, same.
Yeah.
Which also, like, I stopped watching after the 4th season or 5th. I don't know. I don't know if I made it to the 5th season for that. Just like, I don't know, when shows like go away from their roots too much, I'm like, this isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, like you got
It's like-
popular for a reason. Like I'm not saying like don't take the story into interesting like
Yeah.
areas,
It's like
but like if you
something
completely
up.
leave behind what your fan base is built on,
Yeah.
like I'm not happy. Whereas like Lucifer doesn't lose it ever because you have Lucifer's personal life going to hell, pun intended, and you have like
Michael, now you have Michael, who's
well, like you have Lucifer's life going to hell because like he's always convinced his dad is screwing with him, and then you have him with Chloe and him with Linda and him with Maze. I couldn't decide whether or not I was going to say Maze or Mazikid, so it just came out very weird. It's like changed halfway through. And him with the Menadiel, and then him with insert villain of like the season. And it's like he has all those relationships, but you never lose the fact that it's a weekly police procedural with a lot of supernatural stuff. And like Supernatural used to be Monster Hunter, like Monster Hunt of the week, because obviously that one episode per week. And then it started moving into like celestial stuff. And I'm like, no, I do not come here for Bible like fantasy. Like, no. I don't need angels and demons from this. There are so many other things I could go to for that. Like Shadowhunters, Lucifer. I did not need that from Supernatural, even though obviously Supernatural started before the others, but still.
Oh, and then like Shadowhunters. I wish Shadowhunters would have stayed. Like a little bit more.
I know. I'm still because I feel like there are a lot of shows on the CW that like past the second season get not as good, and then like they go past the third season. I'm just like, and you canceled good shows sooner,
right?
Like certain shows go on for way too long, and other shows get cut short. And I'm just like, can't we just meet somewhere in the middle?
And I kind of agree with like fans of like the Vampire Diaries, like originals, like those 3 series, and spinoffs. I have to agree with fans. I like Pretty Little Liars became such a giant show and went on for so long. Because the freaking writers listened to the fans and gave the fans what they wanted. And that's why it became such like, what was it, 11 seasons? Something like that. I was like,
also they diverged from the books like so quickly where I was like, no. Whereas like
you would have done so good if you would have just done what Pretty Little Liars writers did and stuck to what fans wanted. Fans wanted Clairline. Make Clairline happen. If it's not romantic, then at least make them best friends or very close friends or something that makes him, at least he has somebody.
We're still frenemies, but it's like where he could be like, you're the closest thing to a friend I have, and she could be like really snarky about it, but then they'll be there to hear him.
Right. Oh, you know what would have been so cute? Remember when before the big thing that happened to him, remember when she walked away and she's like, just know when I walk away and I don't look back, that means that I care about you. And I have so much love for you as a person and I care about you. And I don't look back at you. Yeah. That's my goodbye or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish she would have been like, the one line that I wish she would have said, hey, you know what? Remember how you said that you vowed to be my last love?
Yeah.
You weren't my last love. I was yours. That would have been so cute.
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh, that would have been so adorable if she would have just
that line never came back. That pissed me off so much.
I know they never did anything about that. They made it like seem this whole beautiful epic, and Joseph Morgan did an amazing job making it so beautiful and epic. Gave it a big epic line, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They didn't do anything with that. It would have been so cute. She threw threw his words back at him and been like, I'm not, you weren't my last love, I was yours.
Also, just what happened, like I said, what happened with Caroline's plot, I was like, I'm still bad about it.
And then like losing all the people that she loved. Like, why did her mom have to die? Like, that just stunk. Oh, not that I'm trying to give it away. I need to stop trying to give things away.
You gotta hold it in.
It's so hard.
Just self-censor. But yeah, no, Lucifer, like their team keeps like reacting to fans like wanting the show to go on, but they're not like doing stupid things with the plot. You know what I mean? It's like they clearly like had ideas and they just got canceled. And then Netflix was like, okay, one more season. Then everyone's like, no, more. And they're like, okay, yeah, well, we have more ideas, but 5 is going to be the last season. And then everyone's like, no, more. And they're like, okay, 6, but like the last one. And I think if they go beyond 6 seasons, they'll be stupid also because 666 is the devil's number. And that's literally what they put in the ad for the 6th season announcement. So it's like, don't go beyond 6 because it could get bad. But like, I trust them that they have enough story to do. Like, sacrilegious probably. I think that Fox was right to cancel it after the 3rd season because the 3rd season was a bit of a mess. But Netflix picking it up and doing the 4th season was amazing. So, like,
I don't remember the 3rd season.
Kane.
Whoops. Oh, yeah. That was cool, though.
It was cool, but it just went on for too long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it
yeah.
just dragged.
Like, when is she gonna find out that that's like,
yeah,
his brother or something like that? Oh, but that was really cute, the wing thing. When, the fight scene, that whole thing, that was cute. I just thought it was cute. I'm like, oh my god.
Do we want to do one more sprint?
Oh yeah. We're sitting here talking this whole time. We're meant to be doing sprints. Whoops. Okay, we can do. You still want to do with the 20-minute one, like Alicia wanted?
Yeah.
Now.
And then we can wrap up like soon after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I realized I forgot to put the banner up. Did I forget to put the banner up? Take her up.
That's fine. I mean, people could see the timer.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Here we go. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sprint. And I'll mute us. Okay.
It's so late. / so early. My brain's fried. I decided where I'm killing off a certain character. It's the second book in my trilogy. And I was like, do I kill them off in like the end of the first third or in the middle? And I was like, kill off a not important character in the other one, and then the one that I had already thought about in the middle. So I was like, if I kill this important character off too early,
Yeah.
then I'm like then my main character has to go to a certain character too soon. And I'm like, that just kind of like ruins stuff otherwise.
Oh, cool.
What about you?
Oh, wow. I got 188 words that time.
Woo! That's awesome.
That's cool. I'm writing Hardin and Tessa fanfiction.
From
After.
Oh, right. Okay.
The after
I
book
was
series.
like, you said Tessa, so I was like, not Infernal Devices.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Writing about how one of the other characters, his name is Zed. He in the books he's Hardin's friend, and he was nice. He was just kind of nice to Tessa, but in the end, he kind of ended up kind of being a jerk. So I figured I'd write. Maybe they're married. Maybe Zed and Tessa are married, and he is abusive one night. He's just too abusive one night, and over Tessa. He claims that Tessa flirted with another guy, but she really didn't. The coworker was like, "Hey," just asked her how was her day, and she said fine, and smiled at him. Well, Zed took that as like her flirting, and when they got home, he abused her. And then they were in their backyard, and their backyard goes to a road, and so she ran, and he's like, "Fine, yeah, don't come back. If you're gonna run, just don't come back then." And then Hardin is like, watch the whole scene unfold, and he's like, "What did I just get myself into? Why? Oh my god!" And then he went after her.
That's intense.
And felt like a pull towards her, like, because his mom was abused, so it's rescuing her from her hell that she's in and stuff. So
Is the guy who abuses her in your thing, is he the main guy?
no, Hardin is. It's gonna be Hardin and Tessa, and Zed.
No, I mean like in the canon, is the guy who's abusing her the?
What do you mean?
Like, is your fan fiction changing the pairing, like of who she ends up with?
Oh yeah. She doesn't. Yeah, in the book, she doesn't end up with Zed. Okay. In the book, she never, or even in the movies, she never ends up with Zed. She ends up with Hardin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And in the book, she's like this, very, I guess, conservative is the word for it. Girl, wears long skirts. She's very church type girl. Like, I don't know if you've seen like A Walk to Remember.
I haven't, but I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, like that type of girl, and he kind of brings her out of her shell.
Yeah,
brings her out of her shell of that, and shows her who she really is, and who she could be, and her true self, and accepts her for who she is. So that's how they end up together. And it's sort of 50 Shades of Grey, kind of.
Heard that.
Kind of, but it's not like, I don't know if you've seen little bits of 50 Shades of Grey. But
no, I've seen that. I don't understand the comparison. It just confuses me how there's a comparison. I would get more of a comparison if you compared it to Twilight, but I'm still confused by the comparison because I don't know enough about After except that comparison, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get into that.
Because he's not... Because like Christian was controlling over
Anna.
Of Anna, but not like how he was with other people. He was like controlling in like a, I don't know. To me, it's a sweet way. Like it's not like an abusive controlling. It's like a.
Are we still talking about Christian, or are we talking?
Yeah, Christian. We're talking about Christian, so I can talk about Hardin. So Hardin is kind of like Christian in that way, to where he's like, no, you're not going to talk to this person. You're not going to talk to Zed, and I don't want you hanging out with other men, and like you're mine, and you're mine, and because he knows her, he knows who she really is and what she wants before she even knows it herself. He just knows her because they just really get to know each other, and it's like he ends up just knowing her. It's like, I can't explain it. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job explaining it.
I mean, I think we just have different opinions of what controlling in a bad way is, because I still think that's controlling.
Yeah, it kind of is. I don't know.
Like, I think someone can be controlling and not realize it, or be controlling and do it from a good place, but have like that's bad behavior.
Yeah, that's Hardin.
But like as a reader, you still have to acknowledge that like Edward, Christian, and I guess Hardin, and like if I went through every single guy in a romance book, we'd be here a long time. But like,
yeah,
you have to acknowledge that it's not a healthy relationship if it were translated to the real world, but that doesn't mean it's not compelling to read in fiction.
But
like
the
it's
book,
not as bad as some relationships could be.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't want to read it and be like, oh, that's so romantic, I want that. And you're like, no, you don't really want that.
But the books bring out like real life stuff. It's like,
I'm sorry, I'm not sick. My throat's dry.
It's okay. Like real life issues. Like he has control issues, but a lot of his control issues is like, I'm doing this because I know it's going to keep you safe. Like he says he doesn't want Tessa to go to some party. He only said that, and he's only mad. He only said that because he doesn't want her to get hurt. He doesn't want, because he knows they're in college in the books and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a part of a frat house, and he doesn't want to really be a part of a frat house that much. He ends up realizing he doesn't want to. And so there's a part where he's like, in the books, he's like, no, you're not going to the party. I'm going to the party, but you're not coming with me. No, I don't want you coming with me. And she ends up coming, and he ends up getting mad at her because she came to the party, because they play like stupid games like Truth or Dare and all these things, and he knows how cruel all the other characters are. He knows how mean the girls can be, how vicious they can be, how cat fights they can be, and the guys can be pushy. And so he's like, no, I don't want you coming to the party, but I'm gonna go, but you have this, I don't want you coming. So she's like, no, I'm coming. So she comes, and he ends up seeing her there and trying to pull her out. No, let's go, like, come on, why did you come, why are you here, yelling at her, and like, why are you yelling at me? I have every right to do what I want to do. It's my life. It's me. Like,
I mean, yeah, really abusive behavior and everything you just said.
right. But it's also like, oh, I can kind of understand, like, knowing the things that happened at that party. It's like, okay, but I can kind of understand his side in saying I don't want her to come.
You can say you don't want someone to come to a thing because you think it won't be good for them, but you then can't, like, it's abusive in that he's like pissed at her that she goes of her own volition and then tries to like forcibly remove her, from what it sounds like you're saying. Like,
yeah,
you can be like
confusing.
It would be mean if she went, got hurt, and he's like, I told you so. But the fact that he gets angry at her and like tried to control what she did or didn't do is,
yeah, and it's also just not acceptable. But it's like, at the same time, oh, it's knowing what you're gonna find out later about these parties and what they do at these parties. It's like, oh, but that is kind of cute that he was like protective of her, and he had his reasons to be like, no, you're not going. But then again, why would you control her? Like, stop trying to tell her what to do. She can let her make her own mistakes. She's allowed to make her own mistakes in it. So oops, excuse me.
So it is 1:18 a.m.
Yeah.
1:19. So do we want to wrap up soon? Because I feel myself fading.
Yeah, we can wrap up. Oh, I was gonna show. How do I? Oh, I think I can close this. Stop this. Do screen share again. And share that. I was going to share this with you. And it's, you put your word count, or not your word count.
Is that wordcounter.net?
Countofwords.com.
Okay, I use wordcounter.net, but yeah, these types of sites are very helpful.
Yeah. So that's what I've been using.
Mm-hmm.
Close that out. Yeah, that's what I've been using for the word count, because I have Brave browser. I tried Chrome, but I hated it. So I have this thing called Brave browser. And where I store all my stories, I have it's a thing called SomeNote or SomeCloud.
Mm-hmm.
That is the little website or app, whatever, that I use. And since I've been using the Brave browser, I haven't been getting the right word count. I was like, something doesn't look right. Is it going by characters or going by words? Like, okay, this is weird. So I used that website, and I was like, oh yeah, it's not. So it's something with my browser, I don't know. So I'm just using that website as my word count tracker thing. So I thought that'd be cool to share.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So this was fun.
Yeah.
This was cool.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for being here.
Of
And
course.
coming and chatting and all that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we chatted a lot, but like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yep, exactly.
So should I hopefully?
I don't know how to end this.
Okay. What I normally do when I'm hosting is I have my guests like sign off or like plug themselves, and then I personally plug myself, and then I say I end the stream. So does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Zara Hoffman. I'm a self-published author of young adult paranormal romance. And I have a YouTube channel under my name, Zara Hoffman. If you search, you will see me. My photo is from when I had all purple hair.
Cool.
And yeah, I make videos around once a week, and I talk about Broadway and writing, and I have a few other series planned for my YouTube channel. And then on Sundays, I host writing sprints at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Cool. So, I'm Nicole, aka Nikki. Most people call me Nikki. I am a writer. I'm not an author yet, or even close to even doing any of that yet. Even published, like I just want to get my trilogy done. I'm trying to write a trilogy. I mostly write fan fiction too, and yeah, I don't know. I will get better at this outro and intro stuff.
You just got practice.
Yep. So I hope everybody had fun.
Yep.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Zara.
Bye.